Everybody, as you can see, what we're doing here is going retro, going back to Thief, a game from a number of years ago. This is again another game that you can earn double platinums in by playing on the PS3 and PS4. So we're revisiting this game so that I can get my double platinum in it. Um, it's going to take two playthroughs to get all the trophies, and we will one on easy mode and one on a custom hard mode. So that's what we're going to do at this point. We are going to start on the custom difficulty, custom hard mode. It'll allow us to more quickly get through the game, and I know, surprisingly, that will be the case. And additionally, we can pick up the majority of the trophies that way. So pick the save slot. So this is easy, this is normal, and this is hard. So custom automatically starts on hard. You can see base difficulty is master. That's the one we're going to do. The game tells you that master difficulty has the following features. Opponents are deadly and civilian kills or knockouts are not tolerated. Resources and upgrades are more expensive. The focus meter depletes at a much faster rate. Now we're not concerned at all with this because we want to get the achievement for finishing the game with no knockouts or kills. So we're not going to do that. Civilian or otherwise, even the enemies, we're not going to do that. This is going to be a streamlined playthrough, as I mentioned before. One of the modifiers we're going to institute here will prevent us from acquiring upgrades, so we don't care how expensive they are. And then we'll get an achievement for not using focus, so we don't care how fast it depletes because we're not going to be using it at all. Because this is a stealth game, master difficulty isn't that much more difficult than the easy level. As you'll see as we play through, and if you follow my guide here, it will definitely be easier than you would imagine from a hard mode game. So we're going to emphasize stealth, obviously, because that's the kind of game, and how to quickly get through each level. Okay, and we're starting on custom difficulty because there is a trophy associated with completing the game on a custom setting with a difficulty above 700. So that's what we're going to do here. I will talk you through each one of these and why we're turning them on or not turning them on. So we start on master difficulty. Then you want to go to chapter saves only. We want to be able to save frequently, so this is not one we're going to turn on. We're going to leave it off like it says. The no focus, this one we want to turn on because we're trying for that achievement. Stealth takedowns, doesn't matter, we're not going to do it, so you can turn this on. No combat takedowns, you can see. We don't care because we're not doing any. The reticle we're leaving on for the bow. So we don't want to have no reticle. We want to have that on for us. So specialty arrows, we want to turn this one on. We're now up to 150 points, you can see. The reason for this is we can only use our blunt, water, fire, and rope arrows. Any other ones we can't use, but the rest are for takedowns, and we're not doing takedowns, so it really doesn't matter. Food or poppies, we're going to turn this on for a whopping 100 points. We're not using focus, so we don't need any. We don't have a use for any of the poppies, and we're not going to get hurt in our playthrough, so we don't need any food either. So it doesn't really matter. 0 damage. This one doesn't matter because the other modifiers we're doing, there is no way for us to take damage. Expensive resources. We're going to turn this one on. Because we're not buying anything anyways. We're buying very little, so it doesn't really matter. Slow movement, we don't want to turn this one on because we want to be able to move quickly through the game and through the areas. We'll go into Ultimate Thief mods. Iron Man for a whopping 250. We're not going to turn this one on. This is only for the most experienced person. If you follow this guide, you could probably turn this on and use it, but you'll have to watch ahead and then play and hope that that's the case, because this is permadeath mode, and this is not what we're after. For another whopping 100 points, no upgrades, we're going to turn that on. But we're not going we're not going to be really buying any, so it doesn't really matter for this one. No kills and knockouts. We're going to turn this one on because we already said we're just walking through the game. This is a big 170 points. We're going to turn no alerts on. You can see we're 735 now. We're over the total, and that's where we want to be. So briefly, let me focus. The ones we're turning on is the no focused, stealth takedowns only, specialty arrows only, no food or poppies, expensive resources, no upgrades, no kills or knockouts, and no alerts. That gives you the 735 points, which is more than the 700 we need. And now we will jump into the game. Once it's started, obviously you can't change the difficulty. We know that. That's the whole point here. So now we'll start with the prologue. This will be pretty quick, and we'll learn what we're doing with this one. Normally, as we play through, we're not going to be too concerned with the common loot, other than the what we need to loot to earn one achievement.
There's one thing the city's taught me. You can put a price on anything. Secrets, reputations, a life, and trust. If you have to ask, you can't afford it. But then I suppose none of that matters when you're me. After all, when did I ever pay for anything?
So the prologue, the drop. So let me talk about loot real quick. The achievement we want to earn, we're going to get it in chapter 1 by grabbing every item of common loot. We're doing that not only for the achievement, because we need to get 1,000 gold to purchase the wrench tool that we need in chapter 2. Otherwise, we'd just ignore this achievement and leave it for our easy playthrough, because the easy playthrough is going to be all about obtaining collectibles and finding the secret locations. Also, since we need the cash, we'll be picking up everything we can in the prologue. I'll show you that, how we're going to do it. All right, so let's get started here. There's really nothing to worry about. This guy's going to stay asleep. So we can get to looting. Everything, you see a bunch of stuff flashing at us, so just pick all those up while you're at it. Here we go. We're up to 64. There's 106 in this prologue level. So if you just follow along with me, we'll grab everything we need to grab. We go 106. So hopefully you followed along with everything right there. And now we can um, leave the apartment. Hold the button till it goes into the scene for itself, and then just pound on the lift button. There we go. Okay, so now that we're in this new apartment, we have to be a little bit careful because there's a bunch of birds in this room. Ta-da! Now you can see them. So we just want to ease our way through here, turning and walking while we're going, not to bump into them or anything. It's not
Someone's a bird lover.
too hard. You just want to
That
avoid
painting's more my taste.
sudden
I should take a
movements.
closer look.
You hear him, our hero, Garrett, talking about this painting, so we'll come over here. So you come to the edge, and then you just want to feel around, move the left stick, and when it lights up, you want to pull the switch. And then we're going to pick the lock, something similar. Spin this around till it lights up, and set the pin. Set the pin. If you miss, it makes noise, and it will alert guards or birds or anybody else that's in the area. So I did it pretty quickly. You will want to be a little bit careful. And we have our first collectible. Nice, somebody running across the
Well, they do
roof.
call the rooftops the Thieves' Highway. I just hope that's not who I think it is.
So jump out the window, grab this box right here for a rope arrow. And we need to fire it at the lit area. Jump on the rope, up we go. And there's the person, Aaron.
Of course it is. Care to make a little more noise next time?
How else would you know it was me? Basso did tell you we were working together on this, right?
Well, I showed up, so what do you think?
I think you haven't changed a bit. Come on, it'll be just like old times.
So just hold down the sprint button and you'll sprint along, chasing her. Don't need to do anything special. You automatically move along the path with her until we get down here.
Glad you could make it.
Did you pick that route because it was fast or because you thought it'd be fun?
Can it be both?
Come on, let's get Basso his commission.
Okay, and that's all about the light gem and how it works.
Are you going to use any of those shadows, Lady Lamplight?
I was just scouting ahead. I know you always like to go first.
So now we'll learn about peeking. You can lean out and then back up to unpeek or move out of the area. You can see the light gem. It's bright because we're lit by this lantern. And then it goes away.
You should get yourself one of these. See you on the other side.
Looks like I won't be going that way.
Let's finish unloading before summer's day is over.
Why not drink to a job well done first?
We can't just leave the cart out here.
It's festival time. Your
So
average
grab the
thief
coin
will
purse
wait
as
at a
you're going.
table in an ale house.
And the watch will be liquored up too. I'm not haggling fines with a drunk guard again.
And the ladder, and then up we go the ladder.
Garrett, come on. Jealous of the claw? I made it myself.
I'm sure the watch will be very impressed. They'll certainly hear us coming.
They'll have to catch me first.
Just be aware of your surroundings.
It's not about taking in the sights, Garrett. It's about taking in the loot. You do still steal, right?
I've been stealing since before you could...
Drop the ladder down and then up we go. While he continues to banter with Aaron. Garrett, our hero, does, by the way.
Look what I found. You and me out on the town? Why did we stop doing this again?
Do you really need to ask?
And then jump into the apartment. Generally, there's only one thing per. And there we go. So there's nothing to worry about on the other side, but you want to get in the habit of peering through keyholes.
Places where I'm not welcome.
So you can see, you can turn right and left and
a lot of those places.
see what's there. Then you back out and pick the lock. There we go. Let's grab the coin purse out of the second shelf. Normally notes will matter, this one doesn't, but we'll pick it up anyways just to show you. Then you could search all the desk drawers. We will real quick here. Cup in the ring, there we go. And then out we go.
If you're going to urinate in the street like a watchman, at least do it out of the light. Everybody can see you.
Get in the habit of staying crouched down too.
I'm just the middleman. Besides, you're the only one watching.
Every day I'm reminded what a catch you were.
Okay, let me.
Come on, let's go try those gavel wings.
All right, so now we're in the room. All right, there is on the table there a bird, so you want to be careful about swift and sudden movements, like always. Come over here under this painting, push the button. You can see the secret wall move open. Grab the ring and the necklace. And crouch down because we are going to go by the bird. You could grab that bottle on there, but it's not worth the effort to alert the bird for how little gold it is. And up we go for a cutscene.
So how much did you steal?
It's not how much you steal. It's what you steal.
And how you steal it. Looks like this primal stone thing that Basso wants is in the ceremony room at Northcrest Manor.
It's the Baron's mansion. Won't be easy.
Worried?
Yes, and so should you.
We'll be fine. I'll pick up your slack.
This job's getting more complicated by the second.
All right, now on to the next section. Part of the prologue, the tutorial for what's this going to do for us.
That's a lot of guards.
So again, we're just going to follow
Definitely
Aaron.
not here for the summer festival dance. A lot of guards means a lot of steel. Thieves and swords do not get on well.
I've never had a problem with swords, but then again, I'm not just a thief.
So there she goes. Want to drop down and follow her.
We can't let the Baron's guests see this thing giving out. And
Now
we
you
can't
learn about
raise
swooping.
sea without it.
Ah, go off and on all the time.
So you can't fix it?
Do I look like an engineer to you? None of the staff can keep up with all his lordship's experiments.
Not going to be much of a brighter future if the lights don't work.
And now we're going to learn how to pickpocket. Hold until the blue circle
Over here.
completes. And on we go. She'll go the high route. We got to go the low route.
10 minutes. What am I, his father? Go on before he sets fire to himself. Huh? Who's creeping about?
What? How did we fail there? Anyways, because of the settings we have, there we are. We failed somehow. That was really bizarre. Okay, we're down. Alright, another area to swoop in. And you'll learn about water arrows. There you go. Again, slow through the water. Apparently I was a little too fast last time. Grab that and up we go.
Every time I get it going, it fizzles out again. You couldn't set a cloth aflame if it was doused.
So now we're following her again.
I'll show you how it's done. If you pack it together too close, then the air won't feed the flames.
I should know better. My family used to be charcoal burners.
Oh yeah? That's work you don't see much since the factories came.
Come on, what? I need to take him down quickly, quietly.
So this is the only time we can do a knockdown, knockout, because it's in the prologue. So that's what we're required to do.
What the hell just happened? Why'd you kill this guard? He was barely older than you.
He was a guard, Garrett. Wrong place, wrong time.
You haven't changed, have you?
What's that supposed to mean?
It means I don't kill without thought or good reason, and I don't get paid for it.
So basically, it's okay when you do it, but not me. I see. I get it. But you know that guard? He's not gonna wake up later and follow our trail to cause trouble.
When any guards wake up, I'm usually long gone.
Okay, crouch mode, we need to
If you're
pick the
so
lock.
eager to leave, maybe I should go first.
There you go, 3.
You're holding me back.
Relying on that claw's holding you back.
Okay, so we need to grab one of these bottles. And make sure you have it selected. We want to hold it, and we don't want to hit the guard with it. We want to throw it over his head.
making noise. If someone's here, step out to where I can see you. Ah, it wasn't anything, I suppose.
Grab the chest piece. There he goes, and then just go up this box, up the wall. And you could drop down, but there's not really a whole lot of point doing that. We are just making a lot of trouble for ourselves if we do that.
Girl, sir. She's presenting me to her father. He doesn't know I joined the watch.
And City Watch means honor and respect.
So on we'll go here.
Sir, he believes that rat-sack rumor about us being on the take.
Jump on the rope, climb up. There goes Aaron, killing people again. Not our style.
You're worried I might beat you to this thing? I'd share, probably.
I'm worried you're gonna get us both killed.
I can handle myself, okay? I can move faster, I can climb faster, I can...
You could kill faster and make mistakes faster, I get it. You're not in control.
That's why I'm better. Deal with it.
Let's just get the job done.
Now we need to pickpocket her.
I think we'll do it without this.
And now we'll get a long cutscene here, ending the prologue and taking us to chapter 1. The prologue also counts as a chapter, and we shouldn't have taken any damage, which we didn't. So that'll be one of 3 consecutive chapters without taking damage, and that's on our way to a trophy.
Robes. Robes are always a bad sign.
Brothers Cornelius, Aldous, present the keys.
Let's burn Northcrest.
Brothers of the Awakened, we are gathered here to usher this city into a new age. One of progress and industrial enlightenment. Let us begin the channeling of the primal. Sembla and Strakakan. Skamamakana.
Come on, let's go down there. This will be fun.
No. We're done here. Job's over.
What? Are you joking?
Something's not right. It's too dangerous. And you're not ready yet.
You know, I'm not a kid anymore. I can do this. I'm going down there with or without you.
Not without this, you're not.
Don't move.
Get out there and chat, man.
Garrett, I'm slipping! Ah! Garrett, give me the claw!
Thank you for joining us tonight. Yes, this is true. She is. The arrogance is unbelievable. Makes you wonder how she could even be a thief. Yeah,
Hey.
I hear you on
Looks like
that
he's
one.
waking up.
Pretty hard
Come
to
on.
develop an
Stop
attachment to her,
slacking. We gotta
but at
get
least
him in the
she's
city before they call the
not
lockdown.
most of the
Pace
game. We don't
yourself,
have to
boy.
really deal with her to
We
the
just
end.
need to get him to the clock tower, safe and sound, and then we'll be rosy.
Where's this car going?
Baker's in Stone Market.
Was I talking to you? Hey! Get moving! Fucking beggars.
Makes you miss the old watch.
The voices! Stop the nightmares!
The gloom's getting worse.
Everywhere except Oldale. Someone should do something.
Nobody gives a shit about us, boy. You'll learn that soon enough.
All he cares about is progress! You want to see more of these bloody pipes everywhere?
You are the boss! That's enough!
Do you? That's not food for our bellies! That's not medicine for the sick! You don't think you're safe because you got a job shoveling shit for the rich! The Baron has a noose for every one of us! But change is coming! Orion is going to bring change! The Baron will burn! See? See? They're scared of the truth!
Keep your head down.
You there! Who are you speaking with?
Run, goons, run.
Stop!
Oh, not fast enough. All right, so
Not right. I'll make the clock tower clear my head.
here we are at the beginning of Chapter 1 Lockdown. So we're in a safe area right here. As we move along, we're going to explore this whole area. We need to loot all the items, as I mentioned, to get a trophy. Pick up flask right here for item number 1. Up here is gear. This is number 2. There you go. Alright, so in this entire area there's like 15 guards or so. So we will be moving around and not having to deal with them. As I mentioned, we're on master difficulty. So there we go, use the claw, and up we go. Some food. This is just something we can sell more of later on. Didn't show up, but there is a document over here. Let me deal with this one real quick. I'll show you before we miss it right here. There you go. New document covered. All right, back up we go. All right, so also in chapter 1 there's some thieving challenges. We're gonna grab 2 of them. First one's going to be ghost for remaining undetected. That'll reward us with 125 gold. And then lifting all the loot items will be the other one for 150 gold as well. So doing all that should get us to our 1,000 that we need to pick up our wrench tool. So this is the first of 3 points of no return, which we just passed. So over here is a gear. We can grab that one for 3 gold.
Gate closed till morning.
So there's a couple guards down there that we can deal with. We can listen to them. And now we can actually, you can see here's our objectives, player progression, the different play styles, collectibles, documents. You can view the map as well.
That's why I'm not a politician.
So we'll save the game right there. And back we go.
Hey! Where do you think you're going? Walk down.
Shutting the city up like this won't stop the gloom spreading.
So what we want to do is pay attention to these guys' patrol route.
What happened to the sloop cells? The Watch have locked down Stone Market. But when did I ever let a lock hold me back?
I need to sleep. Hungry.
What's going on forever? This damned city.
Hey, where are our friendly guards at? All right, so we want to go up this one right here. We don't have to worry about that guy seeing us. Pick up the water arrow, and then on we go back up. As you saw, there's a blacksmith right there. Okay, we grab the gear. We don't want to go out yet. Remember, we want to grab all the loot in this level if we can. Going in for the pickpocket. There we go. We want to wait till he looks at the feet before we try and grab this item on the table right here. Should be some good practice for you right there. Grab your 2 coins right there. For me, the hardest one is always the hardest trophy to find is all the secret locations. I've had to play through this a number of times to find all the secret locations.
I should get more sleep.
Okay, so once they're separated, then we can get into the house.
Maybe I'll sleep tonight.
And close the door just to be safe.
This is the Baron's watch. Someone there?
All right, now we got to work on the hard part here, which is to get the items that are across the street. The amethyst circle. That's going to be somewhat difficult, but we'll work on that one next.
Just stay alert. Stay alert.
So let's go ahead and make another save. There he goes on time.
Sloop sellers. Maybe I'll sleep tonight.
Something feels wrong.
So now we need to wait for the other guy to come back, and then we'll pick up the amethyst. We'll follow the other guy out.
Smells terrible around here. I'll show them. Insubordination.
We'll have to wait for him to walk again.
Doesn't feel safe on the streets.
Oops.
I'll take this.
Oh.
No, we didn't see anything.
And there it is.
Hear all! Traitors' Gate closed till morning. By Baron's decree.
We're only sitting on the coffin lid.
Sitting on it and getting paid for it.
Oh, it smells terrible around here. A fine piece.
I saw someone. I think.
All right, that should be good for that one.
Clear bells and all's well. Can't let my guard down.
All right, so now we got to wait on the guards to pass by so that we can go one of two ways depending on which way he is walking.
My neck aches.
There he goes.
This gloom is everywhere. What happened to the sloop cells?
gonna see if we bother pickpocketing him.
You can smell the river from here.
But he's not ever gonna stand still enough, I think, for us, if I remember right. So. He's on the far side, so let's...
Claw's fairly quiet when used the right way.
Okay,
Never
grab the
made this
loot.
thing sound noisier
Should
than it is.
be all we need at this point. So we can check the progress here. So we're 1 of 4 and we're 8 of 60. You can see there on the right side, loot. So we are right where we need to be. Some more food. Close the gate out of our way so we can grab the candlestick. That'll be number 9 for us. And through the boxes we go. Okay, and that's the second point of no return we've passed.
What are you looking at?
Price on that jeweled mask. Be enough to feed 100 squawking mouths for a year.
Don't you go catching a conscience now. Worse than the sorceress.
I could cut through the jewels to get around these gates. Besides, that mask sounds interesting.
All right, so let's make a save right quick.
Damn lights are still on a blink. Anyone left who knows how to fix these frigging things?
Good luck finding a guildsman whose fingers ain't broke. It's getting late. So tired these days.
I wonder what they put in this.
Drinks at the station come last bell.
Unless you know a tavern where they won't spit in a watchman's pint.
Okay, grab the gold coin while all 3 of them are talking. And then around to the back side here. Pick up gold coin. across so that we can grab this one over here. Another gold coin. Not that we're going to be using it, but we could sell it if we need to. That broadhead arrow. Oops. And in the door we go. So there's a newspaper right here. Clock tower stops again. Some food we can sell for later. Coin purse behind the door. I almost forgot about it. Alrighty then. So this is the locked door into the jeweler's basement. We'll be dealing with that later. Also this one. This lock gate right here. Oops, missed it. There we go. And there you go. Now it's picked. Grab the knife up here. There's no point trying to pickpocket these guys right here. But let me just back up a little bit on them.
Grant me the courage to not recoil from the paw.
Okay, and as I mentioned before, get in the habit of looking. See, there's a guy. He doesn't leave the desk though.
A few guards, residents upstairs. Stealing the mask shouldn't be a problem.
Salt is still not ready. Let's see now. Cousin.
I have expectors to join the paws of those settlers sloughing about in Raventown. Let us pray that it does not.
I have a delicate proposition from which we could both benefit richly.
All right. So now we can see through the slats we're hidden here. And as a reminder, whenever you hide in these cabinets, things like that, it makes an automatic save point for you. So now we're saved here. Okay, so
Works my fingers to the bone. Yes. The real money is in the original piece. I'll keep close in my workshop till you find a buyer outside this reeking city.
An original and a copy. A nice scam.
and we're just going to do most of our grabbing from
Should have
behind him.
write it down for me.
Doesn't feel safe on the streets.
So get your couple of pickpockets in as well.
I should get more sleep.
Don't want to leave anything behind. Left that one there. And we can do another save.
Surviving the gloom will build character, I'm sure.
So 379, that's where we should be at. See the statistics where we're at. We have one more. We need 19 actually items at this point, so there's one more we need to loot. We got the letter opener in the drawer is the one we still have to get. All resources, we just picked up the fire arrow. And then the documents. Chapter 1 is the letter. And there was the 2 newspapers. Not this one. Grab the letter opener. That should be our 19 now.
It was ghastly. All dying beggars and caged dogs.
Okay, so we're going to wait for this guy to move again. Then we're going to go through the picture right here. Yeah, as for the breeze, normally I come in the open window. But for the sake of this one, we're going a little differently. Ah, there he was. He saw us.
Leave me be.
Too slow.
Maybe I'll sleep tonight. The city's gone sour.
So we'll just put that out. Makes it easier on ourselves. See, so he won't see us now.
This gloom is everywhere.
More
Grab the
extravagant than
collectible.
my usual masks. One for the collection. Never know when I'll be invited to a ball. I'll see.
And then throw a save down.
Myself out. An upstairs window should get me over that gate.
And out we can go.
Oh, I think a tooth's coming loose. One doesn't understand how people can live on the island. We should have summoned
All right, so you grab those 3 items real quick, and then we'll back off.
End up a laughing stock if I'm not careful.
Then climb up into the rafters. Because there's some loot up here as well.
Getting late.
You can see it flash at us. Over there. There you go. You grab the ink bottle now.
At least I'm being paid to stay off the streets, away from the gloom.
So we have this room with this guard sleeping right here.
I'm not feeling all that well.
And then in the other room there's a patrolling guard, so we need to be careful in dealing with both those guys.
If he's got this on show, what else has he got locked away?
So we'll go over here and go down.
Something feels wrong. I'm getting sick, I know it.
All right, here we go. Okay, after you grab the bottle, then we're going to loot the desk.
I hate that friggin' bird. Goes crazy every time someone makes a noise.
So you hear the guard in the other room talking about the bird.
What happened to the sloop sellers?
All right, so we're going to try and pick that lock. If we miss once, it opens up or wakes this guy up. Come over here and grab this letter opener and the gold coin. So let's make a save before we try and pick the lock here. And you want to be sure that you have it before you go ahead and set the pin, because like I said, if you miss it, it'll wake up the guard and ruin your attempt. There we go.
I'll take this.
Another collectible. And the coins. And then we can go ahead and make a save. And let me check where we are at. $29. Thought I had everything in the room, but what might I be missing?
All these beauties. I'd lift one myself if I didn't need the job.
Grab the container. Oh. Hmm. Wow, sometimes I surprise myself. All right, let's check the progression now. maybe I missed one out here. Let me check.
I need to rest. Worn out.
If I had a lady like his upstairs, I would not let the bed go cold. Tough times. I wonder if I should check on his wife.
What's happened to this place?
So we'll wait on him one more time, and then we'll do some more looting.
Coffee around here smells more like gutter shite.
Same nightmares every night.
What's next?
Hey, it's open. A thief has gotten in. Whoa, you there!
Because a stupid lean went instead of picking the items. Holy mackerel, how is this guy awake already?
Fight me, don't bore me. Stay where you are.
Last manual save, last checkpoint. Let's do last manual save. Yeah, the alert bug. We'll just have to back up and save a little farther back is all. Alrighty then.
Let's see now. Cousin, I half expect us to join the piles of St. Louis sloughing about and right uptown. Let us pray that it does not. For I have a delicate proposition from which we could both benefit richly. Salt is still not ready.
Oops, bottom drawer, not top drawer.
Benefit richly. So for the madam, I made a gilded copy, set with the very finest glass, befitting a whoremonger. Gods to grave holes. Works my fingers to the bone. Yes. The real money is in the original piece. I'll keep close in my workshop till you find a buyer outside this reeking city.
An original and a copy. A nice scam, Lygrove. Good of you to write it down for me.
That maid was quite comely.
What's happened to this place? Weather's turning. It's getting late.
So we'll try doing it this time without actually putting out the candle. Since the trigger should be in the same spot every time.
You can smell the river from here. I'm freezing.
I hear the gloom only plagues denizens of the street.
More extravagant than my usual masks. One for the collection. Never know when I'll be invited to a ball.
Maybe I'll sleep tonight.
I'll see myself out. An upstairs window should get me over that gate.
So tired. These days.
All right, so all that's done. Up we can go.
I should get more sleep. Perfume alone can't mask the city's stench.
20 and 21. 22.
Weather's turning.
23.
He's got this on show. What else has he got locked away?
What's next?
Speed 24.
It was ghastly. All dying beggars and caged dogs.
Should be 25. 26. 27.
All these beauties. I'd lift one myself if I didn't need the job.
28. And 30.
It's going on forever.
A fine piece.
Let's make a auto save.
How long till grub's up? hate that friggin' bird. Goes crazy every time someone makes a noise. At least I'm being paid to stay off the streets, away from the gloom. I wonder if I should check on his wife.
All right. Getting closer to having this whole place cleared out. And to check the stats. Where are we? 41.
How long till grub's up? I'd eat my own belt leather. It's cold out tonight. Lygrove offered good coin. Tired of being robbed, he said.
So we'll wait for him to make his move again, and then we will pick the lock on the other collectible.
Must be Lygrove's fake. It's the best kind of fake, though. One that'll make good coin.
And we pick up a couple of trophies. Pickpocket him. We have a couple more to pick up right here in the middle. So we can look at progression real quick. So 48, we should be 50 when we finish up this room. Yeah, the background music does get a little bit carried away at times. I'll have to close the lid because we wound up with a lean instead of
I think a tooth's coming loose.
snagging the gear. See if we can do it this time. 1, 2, that's all 50. So if you've been following along, you should be at 50 as well. Let me do a save game right there. Yes, we're going to overwrite. Okay, so real quickly on the 2 trophies we grabbed, there is all the glitters for 5 collectibles and 2 phase for uncovering the jeweler's secret. So that's where we are. So we got the last 10 items to go. They're upstairs. There goes the guard. So one more time around down here.
Nothing to take the wife to.
Entitled? How dare he say that?
We'll close the door just because it was closed when we started. And now we can go upstairs. Okay, a sleeping guard. So that's our first 2 items. So we're 52. Remembering that there's 10 up here.
Curse this city and its dirty shadows. Someone I saw?
Yeah, freaking bird. check and make sure progress is 50 before I leave downstairs. There we go. Close the door. Help our ghost standing.
So hungry.
And we grab the cup right next to her. There we go, now out. And trying not to disturb the bird. See if we do better this time. Of course we do. Cup and earrings, that's 2 more. This will be empty. Grab the newspaper for your new document. And now we need to go continue down the hallway to the bathroom. Check our progress, make sure where we are because we're getting close to the point of no return 58. Yep. Close the door and then move on down the hall. Before you go out the window, there's 2 more
there's no coming back.
items of loot we need to grab. One here in the bathroom. Boom, hairbrush. And then across the hall, there's that cup right there that's flashing at us. Yeah, birds are the worst. That's a lot of other stuff you can deal with in this game. Distract and avoid. Birds are kind of troublesome, meddlesome. Okay, we have everything now. Just to show you to be sure, let's go to the statistics. So we're 4 of 4 of collectibles. We're 60 of 60 loot found. That's the key part. So you can see at the bottom, lift all loot items as completed, and then remain undetected at the top we're working on as well. Out we go, that's the last point of no return. We can grab this article right here. Lockdown. So there we go. So this is a safe house that we're going into. Right here, there's nothing here. Guard walks off. And you can make an autosave by jumping in here real quick. Make sure you drop back down. We need to wait for these two guys to finish dealing with this lady up here.
Try to make it crack a smile.
Pause. Die of the gloom already. Do everyone a favor.
Careful. She's off to fetch the piss pot.
Alright.
What's next?
There they go, and here we go. There's going to be some lightning. We don't want to be too close to them.
We locked the gates, you fog skull.
See lights. We want to climb up where that blue item is at. That crate or whatever you want to call it. And now it's pretty much free sailing from here on out. Just follow the path. There's a couple guards down there we don't have to worry about. And we're not trying to pickpocket everybody and their brother because we're playing on a custom difficulty level. Yeah, it was only tropical with the rain. I don't know. Maybe this is London or something. Who knows? And there we go. So we should get another trophy lockdown for finishing chapter 1. You can see for ghost and loot all items, we got our bonuses. And Obsessive Compulsive for stealing all the loot and collectibles in one chapter. And it only took us 48.5 minutes. Trial of the Shadows for not alerting anybody. And lockdown, as I mentioned. So there we are. Okay, so continue on. And then for me, it's getting a little late tonight, so we'll be ending at the new scene here in the clock tower, our new safe house. Here we are. So remember to like our videos, subscribe on YouTube, and follow us on Twitch. We appreciate you guys following along. Shout out to Wobbin the Wander Dog, who is following us tonight and contributing on chat to making this a little bit more lively playthrough than would have been otherwise. Considering this is 2020, be safe out there, everybody. Thank you all.